She's not just beautiful, she's a storm. And if you don't understand her, she'll tear through your mind, your plans, and well, your soul. Plato knew this. Freud warned about it. And today we're going to expose the ancient truth modern men keep forgetting. Because the woman you think you love might be the mirror of your own unconscious chaos. This is not about blaming her, it's about knowing yourself. Let's begin. There is a kind of storm that wears a smile, a softness that conceals immense power. In Plato's dialogues, in Freud's psychology, and across centuries of myth, the woman is more than just muse or lover. She is the storm. She is the force that seduces, disrupts, elevates, and sometimes destroys. And the man, drawn to her beauty, is not just seeking companionship. He's entering a battlefield of the soul, a battlefield few are trained to navigate. The modern man, distracted by ease and comfort, is rarely prepared for the impact of feminine power. But if he is to master himself, he must confront it, understand it, and transcend it. Socrates warned of the bait of beauty. Beauty, he said, is not evil, but it is bait. It lures the soul into the realm of desire. The curve of the lips, the sway of the hips, these are not merely physical traits, they are psychic hooks. The male gaze is not just aesthetic, it's spiritual. It stirs longing, fantasy, projection, and therein lies the danger. The moment a man confuses beauty with truth, he is lost. He begins to chase not a woman, but a symbol. He assigns her meaning she never claimed, and when she shatters that illusion, he collapses. The storm he thought would soothe becomes the storm that tears him apart. But why do men fall? Why does beauty disarm logic, abandon discipline, erase plans? Freud called it madness. Plato called it divine chaos. The male soul, when undeveloped, is incomplete. It senses in the feminine a missing part, a return to something ancient, and it longs. This longing is not weakness. It's the beginning of transformation, but only if a man is aware. Without awareness, longing becomes addiction. Without clarity, desire becomes dependence. And that's when beauty becomes dangerous, not because she intends harm, but because the man lacks structure. Desire, when unexamined, turns a woman into a mirror. She reflects what the man lacks: confidence, mystery, freedom, vitality. She becomes not herself, but his fantasy. And you know, the deeper he projects, the more he loses her. She changes and he calls it betrayal. But it was never betrayal, it was truth. She was never the fantasy. She was always herself. He just never saw her. Plato, in his Symposium, spoke of the ladder of love. At the bottom is desire for the physical. Next is desire for the soul. Then comes love of ideas, of beauty itself, of truth. Most men stay at the bottom rung, caught in the intoxication of form. But the wise man climbs. He lets the beauty of a woman stir him, but he does not stop there. He lets it point upward, toward wisdom, toward self-discovery, toward something eternal. In this view, a woman is not the destination. She is the spark. The storm is not to be conquered, but understood, its energy transmuted. That's what the unshaken man understands. He does not run from the storm, nor is he destroyed by it. He stands in it with rootedness. He sees the beauty, the chaos, the invitation, and he chooses his response. He does not chase the woman who flares and fades. He does not worship the one who promises salvation. He watches, he learns, and he masters himself because he knows the only power that can match the feminine storm is masculine stillness. Not emotional numbness, not indifference, but depth, presence, principle. The unshaken man does not resist emotion, he regulates it. He is not empty, he is focused. And in that focus, he becomes immovable. So, what's the call to action? It is not to avoid women, nor is it to worship them. It is really to wake up, to see clearly, to be honest about what beauty stirs in you, and to investigate it. What do you seek in her? What do you hope she will complete? And well, what would happen if you built that within yourself instead? Women are not the enemy, but they are not salvation either. They are reflections, catalysts, and sometimes storms. When you stop chasing the surface, when you stop assigning fantasies to faces, when you learn to stand rooted in your own values, you rise, you climb the ladder, you leave behind the chaos of endless longing and step into sovereignty. And in that place, the woman becomes not your distraction, but your mirror. Not your goal, but your partner. You no longer fall. You walk, you lead, and you choose. This is the sovereign doctrine, where we don't drown in desire, we harness it. Where beauty doesn't blind us, it awakens us. Where storms don't break us, they sharpen us. If this spoke to you, if you've ever felt lost in the storm, subscribe. We speak to the men who choose to see clearly, feel deeply, and stand unshaken.